what all we will talk today. We'll give a brief overview of what BCT is and where data science can be applied and how it can be possibly applied for the purpose of maximizing the yield. And what is the value that we delivered to the set of customers that we have worked with so far. And we also talk about, although briefly, about our platform called as RETINA, using which we delivered the solution. And this is in its 20th year of operations. And we have, specifically for the energy and the power sector, solutions built for fossil, renewables, T&D, and for oil and gas for almost the last 10 years. The company is almost 3,000 associates strong, and it is operating out of 4 major continents, presence in 20 different countries. We have close to about 600 customers. So, all right. The problems that we find are typically faced by various stakeholders are listed out here. So, if you talk about the O&M problems, you will probably have a lot of things echoing with you. So, it will be longer downtime, a turnaround time, SLA, non-adherence. If it is for the IPPs who are the owners of the park, you will probably have lower yield and not so clear visibility. I will not call it zero visibility, but not so clear visibility of your operations. And for the investors, it has potentially high financial risk and uncertain ROI. Here are what we think are the major factors that impact the yield. The consistent data availability. Data availability itself could be a challenge in many cases, but the consistency with which the data is available also is a reflection of not just the timely availability of the data, but also the quality of the data. And today, we may not have a mechanism to do a near real-time or even a real-time health assessment of a turbine. How the turbines have been behaving, whether they are generating as much as they are supposed to generate, and if not, what could be the reasons and what you need to do to overcome that scenario. Most important thing is the dreaded uncertainty in when do you have the downtime. Can it be predicted? Can it be found in some way or the other? And can an outcome be defined as to this is what are the 10 steps that you need to do to overcome the downtime which is unscheduled. So what's going to result is a lower availability, a lower efficiency, and in short, the lower predictability of your operations, which is going to have a direct impact on your yield. So what we have shown here is our approach towards how to maximize the yield. So in the top, you will see that the key thing that we need to do is to centralize the data. You have to have access to the data to ensure that we can apply the data science on top. It could be the turbine data, it could be the balance of plant, it could be the weather data, and it could be the data that's coming from your other systems like inventory, maintenance, your financial systems, live markets, so on and so forth. Then give this data to create a visual intelligence in the form of KPIs, customizable dashboards. Then put the data through and further do an analysis of alarms and downtimes, categorize them, track them, and use them for further modeling. And what we do as a differentiator probably, we have been doing it for other verticals, we have been trying to do for renewables also, is we compute the performance scores of each and every asset. We also do a computation of the risk scores, and we also find out what is the anomaly in the various turbines by virtue of the parameters deviating from where they should be, and we also provide forewarning alerts with them. As a derivative of these things, we compute the energy loss, the power curve analysis traditionally that we do, the unearthing of the loss production, leading up to component level degradation, and that data of it all, you can also have a what-if simulation of the various losses and how it's going to impact your reach towards your budget. The next thing is the intelligence in deviation analysis. If you have access from the turbines for the various temperature and pressure parameters, the system has the capability to model itself and then decide whether the parameters are in line for any given operating condition and if there is a deviation that is happening. And if the deviation is happening, then right at the beginning of those scenarios, the potential regions are identified and it is notified for any corrective actions thereof. What we do at the end of the day is, after doing all those things, it should cumulatively result in reduced generation loss, opportunity loss. It should also help you to reduce your unplanned maintenance. And these two put together should increase your availability and improved efficiency. This will result in improved yield. That's what is the philosophy that we have tried to apply so far. So this is a reflection of the earlier slide. So if you have to increase your yield, then you have to increase your availability of the asset. You have to improve your efficiency, and in between these two, any deviations that can occur in your parameters are something that we need to notify you so that you can act on it. And all this are done through our RETINA data science solutions. So how do you do the availability metric in this case? You can compute the health score of each of the assets. The screen here shows how the health score of assets are computed. We use a lot of parameters, and we have defined the unified health score of each of the turbines in this case, and they are computed on a daily basis, color-coded and put to you for reference. See, if there's a change on a daily basis for each of the turbines from whatever levels of health they are in, the data science tells you whether it is a good trend or a bad trend, and if it is a bad trend, then it goes for further analysis down. Apart from doing the health score, we also show what is the risk that you're running with using this asset for generating power. What I'm showing here is a set of configurations that has been done for various components, subcomponents of a turbine, and the system utilizes the past failure data. It also utilizes the current SCADA data and any other input pertaining to downtimes. If it is going to be made available, the system models itself and then tells you whether there is any risk of downtime that is going to happen, and if so, when it is going to happen, and what is it you need to do to ensure that the downtime is minimized. If you can't avoid a downtime, at least you should minimize it. And if the system is going to put to use, then it can help you to plan your maintenance activities and reduce the cost of maintenance. Then comes the energy loss tracking. We compute what is the expected energy that is supposed to be generated by a turbine at any given point of time, and find out what is the difference between what it has generated, and uses reasons for why this loss has occurred, accounted to the component level. So this is the kind of approach that we take, probably pretty much summarized in the earlier discussion that we had. So the early warning deviation and alerts are something that we can configure for pretty much every parameter that is available in the turbines. It a lot depends on the sensor data that is made available to us. So what it does is, as I told you, the models are created between normal conditions and abnormal conditions. And whichever is getting triggered at any given point of time, the early warning system kicks in. And it throws alerts to appropriate set of people and warns them of certain impending unusual thing that is happening. And if there's a historical record of some activity that was done to overcome that, it will throw up as a recommendation also. This is an example of one such deviation alert that we generated with the system for one of the customers. This is an example shows about a generator non-driven temperature. So it has detected this deviation from its models. If you see the line, this is the blue line is the actual parameter. The red is the standard value that's available for the park. And the system does a model and then says if there's a deviation that's happening, it gives a early warning, assessing all the operating conditions, and then tells what needs to be done, why it is coming up and what needs to be done. So let's see the value that we deliver to the customers. We helped the customers to track their turbine performance degradation, and the examples that I'm showing is for bottom power temperature issue also. If you look at it, we identified the red lines that you see here are the health scores of the turbines that have been degrading from various days, and the trend of this is captured here. What we did was the alert was generated in the system, and this was how it was, the drill down happened for that particular alert. The customer was prompted to look into it, and there was a gear oil filter that was changed, post which the health became quite normal. This all became normal. So if you see this was the health that the system identified as a degrading trend. After the corrections, this became like this. What you have done is you have avoided a downtime in this case. Although the production could have got reduced by a bit during that time, it has avoided the downtime and it has avoided the unnecessary expenditure and also the potential loss of revenue that you might have incurred during that downtime. This is another example of the comparison of the temperature profiles of, I think it is the bottom power section for the various turbines in that particular part. I think this is the turbine that is supposed to be having the worst performance. It was typically a fan problem, and once the sensor in the fan got changed, the performance became normal. The system identified there was a deviation that is occurring, and if it's allowed to happen, that's going to cause a downtime for sure. Okay, this is a way of representing it as a Gantt chart. The one I showed you in the earlier slides. And the early warning system tracks it and alerts at a suitable time. The analysis is done in multiple ways. Since it's a data science platform, the analytics is going to be available to you at various pedigree here in this case. And this is the kind of dispersion of the data that you saw here. This has happened before the problem was rectified. This is at the time of identification of the problem. And once it was rectified, the busbar temperature was set up, and this was how the profile looked like finally. So what was the business impact that our solutions could give to a set of customers? This is not from one customer, this is a collection of some customers for us. We could see that the availability in general increased from some level to 2% more. We also could see that the yield in terms of what you could generate from your assets to have increased from around 1.5% to 2%, and the revenues also kicked up from around 1 to 1.5%. So all this has been done through our platform called as RETINA, and this is a data science platform that was intended to work from day one as the predictive analytics software platform, and it is intended to work across a variety of verticals. That includes the energy and power verticals, and today it is being even applied for non-manufacturing verticals such as banking. So this is unique because it is capable of integrating with a wide variety of data sources. It could be a data that's coming in a flat file, it could be in a database, it could be in real time, it could be from a turbine control system, it could be from the mobile phones, it could be from even an image. So all those things are pretty much accessible and readable by the software, and it makes sense of the data and gives you the capability to have the models which can incubate the nature of variations that is seen, and it can tell you what exactly you need to do from there. So actually we are having a great team of data science experts, and we have a specialized center of excellence to manage and create solutions like this for a variety of customers. And we have applied data scientists who are having cumulative of 150 plus years of experience as on date. We have a wide variety of industrial experience, almost or at least more than 20 different large-scale implementations of data science has been done in this platform. And as I told you, we have a dedicated COE for predictive and prescriptive analytics. So summarizing, what RETINA data science solutions can help in your parks is, from a O&M perspective, it can give you proactive alerts and recommendations. It can tell you the relative performance comparisons and give you insights from there. And it can also analyze energy loss patterns. And if you distill it to the financial performance, it can help you to track your NPVs and IRRs. It can help you with other financial metrics like debt-equity ratios, debt service coverage ratios, and it can help you to decide whether you have to repower and when you have to do it, along with any refinancing options. I think I've covered this at this point of time, and if I have any queries, I'm ready to take.
Backbone that is it customizable by customer, or you customize it for each industry as you?
It is pretty much customizable by the customer himself, right? And if you require the services, then we can offer the services to customize it for you.
In the specifics about temperature trending, one thing that we find when we do temperature trending is that because of the wind flow across a park, some temperatures are expected to be a little bit higher on some turbines than others. So you said you have kind of a park model. Do you also develop an individual turbine-specific model? You do.
Yep. See, temperatures vary because of climatic reasons. So it could be because of the daytime and the nighttime, and there could be various reasons for that. But what should not vary is how your turbine should react to those situations. If there is an anomaly between the way the turbine reacts as compared to the rest of the turbines of similar make or model in the same park or the same geography, then there is a cause of concern. Okay? And yes, the models of specific nature for specific parameters for specific turbines helps you to unearth these anomalies quicker.
Great. How would you recommend people who are looking at different analytic solutions go about evaluating or comparing this solution to other solutions? What key features should they be looking for?
Ultimately, it should demonstrate a return on investment and a value for money that you're investing in. It's not for the sake of investment, it should solve your business goals. That's the way I look at it.